Triple H is now officially building towards the main event of WrestleMania. The return of Roman Reigns last night. He did everything we've been saying he needs to do. He wasn't smiling, wasn't high-fiving.
That's just this week. Wait till next week.
Well, Triple H...
He's kissing babies.
You're kissing babies.
Yeah, Triple H got color the hard way last night, and he got booed for the entirety of the time he was on Raw last night. Roman Reigns, I mean, what did you think of the whole angle?
The whole angle kind of went not the way I would expect it to. I mean, I figured he was going to come out, during the match. I figured he was going to call Ziggler the match. But, leading into that, we also saw earlier in the night, Ziggler was put in a match by Triple H's wife. You can pick anything you want as long as it doesn't have to do with the title picture for Mania. All you got to do is beat him. And, you're thinking, okay, logic will show. Roman's going to return. He's going to call him. Ziggler's going to pin him. And Ziggler's going to get to do something cool at Mania. But that's not how it went. I guess as much as that being logic, I almost would have rather that happen that way. But it was, Roman went out there, was relentless, put Triple H down. I really liked when it went, out of the ring, when it went backstage. And, it was good. Good for him. Good for his character.
All right. Like I said, they had to have this guy do something cool.
Did you consider what he did last night cool?
Not all the way, because I went back. Even I said roadblock. Reigns should cost Triple H the title a roadblock, and then they had another opportunity to have him cost Triple H a match against Ziggler. That was the perfect time because they said, Ziggler, you can have any match you want other than the world title at WrestleMania if you beat Triple H. Reigns' music could have hit, and Ziggler could have easily rolled him up and won the match, and that would have got him a better response than what he got. Because when he came out, he still got booed.
Right. He came out after the fact.
Yeah.
On the ramp, it was a little bit of a different entrance for him. He had the scowl on his face. He was angry. He meant business, and people still hated him.
I thought one thing that would have been better is if Stephanie or Triple H didn't see him coming down the stage, they should have let him get all the way to the ring without them noticing.
Right.
Yeah. Or had his music.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go through the trouble of having him at the ramp, Triple H is looking this way, at least have it be where it meant something that he did that.
Yeah, the music could have easily hit, and you couldn't. Triple H could just look around, and Ziggler could just roll him up, and then after he rolls him up, out of nowhere, you see Reigns come out, maybe the crowd, and hit him with a spear, and just go from there. But even when he came out, the way he took him down was sloppy. But I said the crowd tore him up still because they knew.
Yeah,
they're trying to set this guy up, but I don't think it's going to work. They only have 2-3 weeks left to do it.
There were some chicks in the front row that were loving it.
They love Roman Reigns.
Yeah, chicks and maybe some little kids, but the majority of the people in attendance, just like when Raw is in our home city of Philadelphia this coming Monday, he's going to get the same reaction, if not worse, probably.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's like 3 weeks though. 3 weeks to get this guy over. You have to turn this guy heel.
Well, I want to get back to Dolph Ziggler a little bit later on because there's a point I want to make about him. But Ronald Lloyd actually did have a question about this.
Hello! Say that, Ronald.
And this is something I actually had written down in my notes, so that's why I want to get to it now. Is there any way to salvage this Roman Reigns character or this main event by WrestleMania? Is there any way to do it?
Well, if they're going to do it, I think they're going to find the right city this Monday to do it. I mean, he's kind of, hit or miss. You figure Rumble in Philly 2 Januaries ago, our whole city, trying to think how I can keep this kid-friendly. They tore him up.
Mm-hmm.
They tore him up. They chewed him up. They spit him out.
Well done.
They didn't like him.
With his cousin.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was bad. And 1 year time later, he's on Raw. He wins the world title, and everyone loves him in there. I mean, all three of us, we stood up. We enjoyed that match. He won the title, and when the cameras came off, he acknowledged. He said, "It's crazy what a year of time can do." And then weeks later, everyone's we're done with.
Well, it went back to the way it was. Then last night, they just basically tried to do the same thing that worked the first time, and it didn't. Do you think?
Well, it's because they got to keep going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they salvage this by WrestleMania?
They have to do the best booking they've ever done because after this, we all know what's Roman going to do. SmackDown's being taped right now, so we don't know what he's going to do. SmackDown, I don't know if Stephanie's going to be on SmackDown or Triple H. He has to come out and just just go out and just be a force. Don't talk. Keep it short and sweet. Keep it simple. He has to do that on Raw, then a SmackDown after that, then a Raw after that. He has to do that all the way leading up to WrestleMania. Keep it short and simple. Because we know he cannot cut a promo. If he's cutting a promo, even with Stephanie, it has to be a fierce promo. He cannot go to the smiley, hey, baby girl, tater tot. He cannot do that. He has to be serious.
No goofing around.
He has to be serious.
No joking around.
He has to be serious for the next 3 weeks to WrestleMania. Because with Roman Reigns, like I said, when he speaks, people listen. When he's speaking for 20 minutes, nobody's listening.
Right. My answer to that is I don't think they could salvage it. I think he's going to get booed at WrestleMania. I just think that's going to be the way it's going to be.